The show must go on. Despite the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, the Republican convention gets underway today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And that, without any doubt, is expected to be the focus both inside and outside the economy. Let's get into it. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. The convention officially kicks off on Monday, bringing together thousands of Republican faithful from across the country for 4 days of speeches and festivities. While the conversation undoubtedly will grab much of the news spotlight this week, the days that follow will generate plenty of important economic numbers. The July Housing Market Index is scheduled for release on Tuesday by the National Association of Home Builders. The index gauges builder sentiment toward conditions in the housing market on a scale of 0 to 100. Economists expect the index for July to come in at 43, matching the result for June. Overall, the index remains moderately below its historical average of 52 and more than 50% below the all-time high of 90 reached in late 2020. Then, on Wednesday, the Census Bureau will check in with its numbers for housing starts in June. Economists project that new residential construction came in at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 1.31 million last month, which would be roughly 30,000 more than in May. Not unlike the NAHB's Housing Market Index, the rate of housing starts is presently at its lowest level in about 4 years. Also this week, we'll hear from the Census Bureau on numbers for retail sales in June. The consensus estimate is for retail spending to have declined 0.1 percentage point on a monthly basis, which would follow 0.1 point increase in May. Excluding auto sales, which is done so that economists can get a clearer look at underlying demand patterns, economists expect to see that sales increased 0.2 point last month, which would be an improvement over the decline in May by 0.1 point. Finally, on Thursday, the Conference Board will release its leading economic index for June. After declining by 0.5 point in May to a measure of 101.2, economists expect to learn that the index fell another 0.3 point in June. If it turns out the index fell by any amount last month, it would mark the 26th time in the last 27 months that the LEI has declined. And while the Conference Board did abandon its long-standing recession projection back in February, the board is expecting real GDP growth to slow to a rate of about 1% annualized in the third quarter. That's all for now, but with so much going on, make sure to check back on Saturday when we'll update you with what actually happened. This is Devlin Steele for Augusta Precious Metals signing out.